I was in this area in October, and this creek only had a couple of inches of water in it then. Look at it now. It's been hard at work. Here's my pack. As you see it sitting there, it weighs 26 pounds. What makes it that light are basically three items: the pack itself, the sleeping bag, and the tent. Other than that, this is a typical camping, backpacking rig. And I think it's very important for me to say quickly that I did not choose a lightweight system like this for warm weather only. Instead, I chose it for weather just like this. And I did that because I spent a lot of time bow hunting in national forests, a couple of miles off the roads, and I would do this for several days at a time, and I would do this in the fall and late fall. Many times I've used the rig that you see here in snow or wet conditions when I've been on those trips, and I was led to use this kind of stuff because when I would go into those national forests, I would also carry bow hunting equipment like a tree stand and other stuff. And I really felt like I had to do something to lighten the camping gear so I could easily manage all the other weight. So this is a system, above all, that is designed for mobility. And that's one reason why I've used this same basic outfit to hike hundreds of miles on the Appalachian Trail in warmer months. It's supposed to be about 25 degrees Fahrenheit overnight. When I check my chart, and that tells me that's about -4 Celsius. To me, 25 degrees doesn't feel too bad at all. 10 degrees, on the other hand, feels twice as bad as 25 degrees. And 0 degrees feels twice as bad as 10 degrees, to me anyway. This pack, I should probably also say, has no frame. It has no padding, and it weighs 20 ounces empty. What I do is I roll up a short sleeping pad, I stick that inside. All of my gear goes inside the rolled up pad. I find it very comfortable. For maybe 3 or 4 days around here, it's been above freezing during the daytime, and that, along with the moving water, has been enough to bust up some really big pieces of ice in this creek. I probably should explain why I'm wearing such unfashionable boots. I constantly am running into small creeks and muddy areas every place I go bow hunting. And these boots let me just stomp right through that stuff. I paid $20 for these at a farm supply store. Every farmer around here wears boots like this. I bought them a couple of sizes too big. That lets me wear 3 pairs of socks. I also threw out the thin liners they came with and replaced them with pieces of closed-cell foam that I cut from a sleeping pad. They feel quite warm at the moment, and they are one answer to the kind of terrain I'm always running into. This is just going to be a cooking fire. Like I said, I feel pretty warm at the moment, and I really don't think I need a bigger fire. If it was around 10 degrees, on the other hand, I probably would build a bigger fire because, like I said, it starts to get bad at 10 degrees. Here we got dinner going. It's basically some stuff I bought at the supermarket, just a package of noodles and a can of chicken, pretty basic stuff. Well, it's morning. Here's my 20-degree down sleeping bag. It weighs about 2 pounds. It kept me very toasty overnight. It was marketed by Campmore. They don't sell them anymore. I've had it for about 8 years. And I have used it in late summer out in Colorado up around 10,000 feet elevation. One reason behind my comfy night probably is the fact that I had a down jacket inside my pack and I put that on while I slept. I also put on a fleece hat, and those took pretty decent care of me. Underneath me I had a full-length ridge rest. That's an old one. And this is a Mylar emergency blanket, and it was made by Survive Outdoors Longer. I don't eat bacon too often, but I eat it out here. Here's my tent. This is a tent that I made myself. I learned how to sew, and I made 5 tents very similar to this. 3 of them are made out of plain nylon. They are breathable, they're good for winter, they will endure a short or a moderate rain. The other 2, including this one, are silicone impregnated nylon. They're very water resistant. They have no vents. If I feel I need ventilation, I open the door a little bit. And there had been more than one night in which I slept with the door completely open. And these things are almost more of a tarp than they are a modern tent. They have no floor. This thing is pretty spacious inside, and it is very light. It weighs about 20 ounces without pegs. It uses a trekking pole in the center. This tent design I hit upon is also a product of my hunting experiences. When I'm bow hunting, I leave the tent in the dark early in the morning. I return well after the sundown, and also in the dark. I wanted to be able to crawl inside my tent and get out of the rain without having to worry about getting my muddy boots on the floor or a muddy jacket on the floor. And since this has no floor, that was never a problem with this thing. Here's a close-up look. We can see that I put loops on the side to add guy lines if I needed them. And when I did this, I was thinking of the thing standing up to high winds. But a pyramid tent is actually pretty good in the wind, so I've never put guy lines on it. If we open the door here, we see snow on the ground inside. Well, it's time to go, time to wade that creek again, get out of here. I had a heavy jacket in my pack I did not use or need. I brought a couple of quarts of water I really didn't need. So all in all, it was a pretty pleasant overnighter. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.